All right, Friday Night Pints, first ever Answer the Internet Friday Night Pints crossover. We're bringing everybody on right away. So we've got all comics who helped with the Answer the Internet game, along with Big Cat, who used to do the podcast with us. So everybody here had a hand in making this happen, so thank you guys for coming, and happy birthday to my boy.
Hey.
34 years old.
Absolutely.
To be clear, I am not 34, but
We're pushing
Dan
that.
has
We're pushing that
convinced me
narrative.
that I almost am.
34. You're
So-
president next year.
Something happens at Barstool when you're like 18 until you're 25, and then all of a sudden you're like 35.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'd be more 50 than I am 34.
Yes.
I'm 32, to be clear. I'm 32
You're
years
still
old.
in the key demographic.
Yeah.
You got
Right
2 more
now.
years.
We
Dude,
got
yeah.
Mike Cannon and Mike Feeney from the Irish Goodbye podcast. Feeney just recorded his Answer the Internet, which will be out in the next couple weeks. You're a very funny little pervert. You fit right in.
I regret that now.
You know Chris Distefano.
Hello.
Rosebud, you just did yours. Yours is coming out soon, I believe, as well. So we're using all you guys to help launch it, so thank you all for coming.
Introduce me as the Diva Cup chick.
You are the Diva Cup chick.
Like you did on the.
What I like about you,
Cool, that's
KFC, what I
my-
like about this show and what I've always liked about it is, especially now in 2020, I haven't seen you in so long, is your commitment to diversity on shows. Is what your
Look,
people, the
Josh,
people of
just
color that you.
Dude, every time we do like anything, people tweet me like, "White guys."
Yeah, well, sorry.
Girl, it's close enough.
Yeah, this counts.
Why do you think you're
It's the same thing.
So I was just talking to these guys about the Big J Okerson event last night, which is that something that comics like? Do you guys think of that or fear that at all? Is that the first time that's happened? If you don't know, Big J Okerson was on stage. He's sitting on his stool as he usually does, doing crowd work, and some drunk asshole rolled up, grabbed him by the ankles, and just yanked him off the stage. Ended up getting his ass beat, and pepper sprayed, and arrested, and everything. But not before, like, taking somebody off stage, which is fucked up.
The only time I've ever seen that was at an open mic with Chris, when he told a 65-year-old open micer that he could see his balls out of his shorts, then went for a fist bump, and the guy threw beer in his face.
I remember
and
that, yeah.
Chris went full gorilla, and I had to carry him
Yeah.
out of the open mic.
I do remember that. Yeah, that was what, like 10 years ago?
I thought you were going to tell that story. I was like,
I
"Are you
just,
serious?"
dude, there's so many things. No, because there's so many things that I don't fucking.
And here it is.
There's so many things I just don't fucking remember. Yeah, no, with J.O., I mean, that's Legion of Skanks, their podcast. I'm surprised that that's the first time that that's ever happened. I mean, them and their fans are fucking pissed. 100% pissed.
The whole audience has bump stocks.
They're disgusting, but, you know. So I can't believe, I can't, Jay didn't get hurt, but he's hurt today. He's 42 years old.
Listen, he in the moment, like, he went on live and was like, "It's fine, no big deal." But he was like, "I'm 42 years old. That was a big fall."
Plus,
he woke up in the morning
right on his chain wallet.
He's got the little grooves on his back.
Yeah. I feel like that also happened at LOL when you and I were you still there at LOL?
Yeah, no, a
And
6'5"
the guy came
man
he came
tried.
in the green room and he threw a chair.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It feels like it's the forum, especially if you do crowd work, where like somebody might be too drunk or just too crazy, and they're like, "Fuck you! I'm actually gonna do something about it."
Yeah. Well,
What do? You're fucked.
I'm fucked.
Grab the Diva Cup and throw.
I'm dead. I just died.
Rosebud, you just reminded me at that same club, LOL, this shithole in Times Square. The owner was in. I was in this. They have 3 rooms. There was a little tiny room. I was on stage. It was an early show. There was like 11 people there, and the owner got into a full-blown assault, physical fight with one of the guests, and you could hear them right outside the door shuffling and stuff. And then the owner ran in the door, closed it, and like got behind it and was holding it back
We're good,
while I'm on stage, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And he goes, "I have to lock everybody in here because there's a crazy person out there." And then he's like, "Go ahead," as if I was just supposed to go back into jokes.
That reminded me of the waitress at, I can't say the club, but there was a waitress at a club that hit an audience member in the middle of a friend's set while she was on stage, and she just looked at the audience and goes, "What do I do?"
Why can't you say the club? Just say the fucking club.
Greenwich.
Are you protecting that piece of shit? Are you kidding me? Then fucking fuck that place.
Honestly.
Dude, do you understand Portland? The country's on fire. You
Yeah.
think this light shit
That is
Nobody
an-
cares. It's over. People are doing comedy for fucking cars honking horns. Let it go. You can shit on all of them. There's nothing anybody could do to you. Stand-up is over. It's fucking dead. Okay? I mean, look at KFC. It fucking looks like one of my aunts. He's fucking completely lost his mind. It's over, dude. You know fucking it's over. This fucking knows. This place will make it.
Dude,
but,
that's
you know,
why, listen, come on over to the internet. We don't deal with any of this shit.
Yeah,
We
dude,
just get
it's the internet.
anonymously harassed until we
I'm
lose our
gonna
fucking
kill
minds.
Oh my
no
God.
one's,
I mean,
no
people
one's getting at
stand
us
up.
Yeah,
physically.
Barstool catches no shit.
Well, I mean, one of the questions I feel like we get is like, has a fan ever like come up to you or done anything? And like, I mean, never.
Never.
For any of us.
Don't
And I
wrong.
hear it all. Trust me, I
On the
hear
internet,
it.
they're ruthless, but
No
in
doubt.
person, no. No one ever tries to rip me off a Barstool.
I mean, I just hear it all the time. Like, oh, if I ever see you, I'm gonna fucking punch you. And then they see
Nothing
me, and it's
ever
like, let's have a
happens,
beer, let's
yeah.
hang out, you know?
Right.
So, aninternet anonymity is like key. But you guys are fucking nuts. Going
Well,
on
because
stage
we
doing
deal
your
with people that
It's
go
over.
outside.
Yeah, and then you get what you get. No, but you really are. You're all a weird breed. You're all
Yeah.
fucking
It's so, dude,
crazy,
stand-up,
right?
it's over. It's over.
Happy to hear you're very confident.
This
enough.
stuff
Yeah,
is like
bro, it's
very
over.
good, like,
It's about the
never gonna-
podcasting, getting your shit behind a paywall. Go to patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys. That's where all my shit is. You can't cancel me. You can try, but my fans will keep me up.
I swear
love
to
it.
God,
Trump's
my
my
manager
president.
told me today to get an OnlyFans. I got off
100%.
I was like,
No.
how about I kill myself?
Okay.
Here's
I
How
the
about I
know-
just do that?
I know
But
a
you have
girl
2
who
years to
is
do it.
I know.
fine looking. She's not ugly. She's not a
I love that didn't
She
hit,
makes
so it just came off mean.
$20,000 per month on OnlyFans.
Dude,
Yeah,
20
dude,
grand
what's
a
the
month,
po-
Rosebud.
Do it.
20 grand.
Wait,
a
did you
month.
sign up
Rosebud,
for
you are
OnlyFans?
far better. Like you can still
just
feed
wondering.
me stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
What's
so
the
what's your
URL?
username on OnlyFans?
I just
Um,
shout it out.
It's gonna be old bitch.
It's either you fucking make a fans only page and do shit like that, or you just have to eat pigeons in the park. That's there's no. What are you fucking? You gonna make money doing shows for fucking cars?
I do
It's not
feel
gonna
like
work. Get your tits out there.
I do feel like
I will.
Rosebud.
Out there.
I'll fucking whatever you want me to do. I
Rosebud,
gotta
you would
put my
make a
kids in
shit ton
college.
of money in one of those like weird specific fetishes where you're like you like smoke a cigarette and tell them they're
Yeah,
a piece of
just
shit.
make
Yeah. Well, make
You
it
guys
pay
just
for that.
smoke into them.
Yeah.
With my fucking diner waitress energy.
I'd pay for that.
Oh God.
Slow motion ashing on your toes.
But people want that.
Yo,
I'd
you're
be
gonna be
down for
so
that.
mad.
We could feed.
In like a year or two, everyone's gonna have an OnlyFans,
Yes.
and you could have been in on it early, and you fucked up.
God damn it.
Your manager is smart.
They just gave a fucking Netflix special to a TikTok star. I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
really?
gonna
Yeah,
kill
but,
myself.
but that Sarah Cooper. But that's the thing, though. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
what?
yeah,
What even the incentive to do like 60 minutes and have an hour anymore. I mean, there's no. I'm just looking at it like, why the fuck would? Who wants to sit and watch 60 minutes of stand-up? I love Dave Chappelle. I'm a fucking fan of Dave Chappelle. After 15, I'm checking my phone. I'm like, I can't do this shit anymore. The TikTok stars are the ones who are gonna get all the shit. So either get on TikTok
Get
or
the fuck out of the
and
way.
she's-
or
Are
that's
you
what it
reading-
is.
Are
And
you
she's
reading
smart.
Tim Dillon's diary right now? What's going on?
I'm telling you, it's the truth. Listen, we gotta
By the way,
fucking.
swear to
I
God.
invited Tim Dillon to come to this, and in the most polite way possible, he said, "Absolutely fucking not."
He won't do it.
He would imagine this. Imagine that. I mean,
It's very dark. It's all dark.
He's somewhere eating a fistful of lobster.
Timmy's good. Timmy's good.
In the hand.
it's great. I mean,
He's in the
Tim's,
future.
Tim's gonna be
Right now.
fine. He's
They're
got
all in
this
the future.
Patreon. He's gonna buy a house in a couple of years with all
Good
that
to do. He
money.
bought it already.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
You
Nobody's
bought a house.
invited.
Yeah.
What did he say the other day that his parents didn't get him something when he was a kid, so he became a gay cocaine addict and piss him off?
I'm gonna have to
he-
befriend my grandfather to go to Tim Dillon's house.
100%.
I'm gonna have to be close with my grandfather again.
Absolutely. That's the way. You got
Yeah.
family money? Yeah.
I
Lock
do,
in.
Oh,
Chris.
speaking of your,
Fucking lock in. I'm telling
speaking of
you.
your grandfather, how did your the fiance meeting the family go? Because those Instagrams were hilarious.
Oh, that was fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I got
Was
like,
it?
I mean, I didn't exactly get like an apology from my dad, but I got like a really expensive bracelet, so that counts.
Nice.
Is it
I
that
would
one?
take, I'll
Yeah,
take that
I'll take the
over
bracelet over an apology. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I was like,
How
I have
did
a
Andy
soul.
hold
I'll
up? It's not
sell
about
it.
you. It's about Andy. How did he hold up?
He's like anything but the last
I
one.
didn't really.
Yeah.
I was like, he was fine. He was
Yeah?
good. Yeah. I mean, he just whited it up and fucking
Yeah.
went and played golf.
Andy has enough salmon shorts to make that visit work.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
fine.
I felt like what's it called? Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
Like you're going
You
to
saw
like a
the-
major family. and it's
Christopher
like,
Walken.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Like sweaters
Everything.
tied around the neck and the whole night.
Absolutely, it was 100% that. Like we were
That's-
just driving around in golf carts all weekend, and just suppressing our feelings together.
Oh, is it one of those places that has so much money doesn't exist, so they use a plastic card?
Dude, I shit you not. They were like, the weather. There was a storm. They were like, the weather doesn't come here. I was like, what the fuck
We're
do you
all
mean?
Jews.
They were like, yeah, it just doesn't. Actually, the island was put in a place where if the weather, it just goes around the island. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
I mean, what's the point of being rich if you can't go to islands and don't get the
Yeah,
weather?
you can't,
was like, what
you can't have a Mr. Burns Island? How the
It
fuck
was
do
like,
you...
it just goes on the sides. I was like, okay.
Do you not have a credit card?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you go up and swipe
a plastic thing. Yeah.
That is hilarious. I've been to one exclusive neighborhood in Florida once in my entire life, and it was so crazy that they just have like a plastic white card that they swipe. It's not a fucking credit card.
Sure.
Sometimes you even insert it.
It says Chase on the front. You have
Yeah.
a code.
Yeah.
It's a Visa.
Yeah.
I was like, I think there's some good credit cards, man. That's pretty fucking genius.
Let's do a couple questions from ATI here. So we made the card game obviously last year, but then we've been going through for the app, and we've been stumbling upon some of the gems from the olden days. And one of them is like infamous in the Barstool world is, are you smarter right now than Christopher Columbus?
Oh, yeah.
So that's on the app. And Dan very adamantly, in what, 2013?
Yeah.
Said you were smarter than Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
Any change in opinion?
No, still smarter. Christopher Columbus doesn't know what a fucking iPhone is. He doesn't know what a computer is. He doesn't know how to drive a car. I'm so much smarter than that fucking
But could you navigate the ocean?
That
He couldn't navigate
He thought he was an idiot.
He didn't sink a ship. He didn't sink it.
He thought he was gonna fall off the ocean. Like everybody else, the shit. That's like
Yeah, it's like,
Steve
do you
Jobs
know
being
your
like,
Well, that
"Just
part-
make
phone
that."
number?
Yeah, right,
He didn't
right.
row the boat himself.
Right.
There were 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had like slaves rowing the boat. Like it was. I'm
doing
a better
work.
person than Christopher Columbus.
Yeah,
and
but
I'm
tell
smarter.
me
He's
if
an
you ever...
ambitious moron.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that can get you far in life.
Oh, it's very
Imagine being in the open ocean, stopping rowing for people to sleep, and then the boat turns this way, and you're like, oh,
Keep
full
going.
steam ahead, and then you're in Antarctica.
You were in India? Is
Yeah.
that fucking
There was
Cuba?
also no
Like,
sleep.
no, not even
The
close.
real answer is I'm smarter than him because I wouldn't get on a fucking boat for like and be like, I wonder where we're gonna end up. Like you're like, hey, let's get in a car and let's just see where we go.
I do
This
think...
fish is bland. I need spices.
This fucking guy tells me, this ruins my day every single time. The story about the eating below deck.
Oh yeah. So when I was a kid, I read a story about pirates. I was doing like a project on pirates or whatever, and I read that pirates used to eat below deck, and they would blow out the candles so that when they were eating, they couldn't see the maggots.
Oh.
And I cannot eat. Like I have to eat every time I eat in the office. I have to eat like here. Like I need to be this well lit in order to just like get down food. I can't eat in any like remotely dark restaurant. I I can't eat anywhere because I'm like,
That
there are
literally
definitely
just made me
maggots.
like gaggle.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, welcome to the Diva Cup store.
Now you know how our entire podcast was, bitch.
I was, ugh.
Before
God.
this shit, I was one of those guys when I first like came into the city and was doing sets and shit like that. I would finger eat sushi on the train. Yeah, without a chopstick,
You
just
are
dipping
a
it in the
dirtbag.
absolute filth.
Dude, one time on the train, I saw this guy. He was pouring fucking milk onto his feet and then biting his toenails. So he was eating.
I like how that was like sushi inspired.
That made me think of it. So it's like, yeah, dude. That's
I was going to
Irish,
say I saw a guy eating fettuccine Alfredo. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah,
And
this guy
then-
pouring milk onto his toes and then biting his toes.
Oh my
He had hot
God.
wings.
Gross.
You get his number or what?
Nah,
Hang
dude.
out with him?
I
Call you
fucking
bud?
kiss him on the lips. Yeah.
What do you think about Columbus, Mr. History?
I first of all think that he's a great person, and I'll defend his statue.
Oh,
I absolutely think as an Italian American trying to get to
It's gonna be Cuomo, Distefano, and Columbus together.
Yeah. Dude, that's funny. You're not gonna get that statue. It's like they could take that everyone. They will not get Columbus because the Italians are just gonna come out. It's like it's just what it is. They'll defend
There's
it.
one in Astoria that there's a police car outside of it 24 hours a day.
I believe it.
Watching it.
Yeah.
There's resources being spent to watch.
Yeah.
I believe it. It's my fucking
That's my uncle, yeah.
That is the safest place on earth
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
If you gotta hide something safe, just stand next to the statue.
No one's gonna take that one down. Yeah.
So nobody's smarter than Columbus, huh? It's just-
Nobody's smart. No, I think that, those guys were relatively smart, back in the day. But it depends. Like, if you have the iPhone and the computer, then we're smarter. But if we take that away, then I think we're way stupider than those guys.
Get home
Can
without
you
my
can you
phone.
that's what I'm saying?
If you took my phone, I'd be like, I don't know.
Dude, when I take
I
an
live
Uber
here now.
somewhere, I GPS the place once they drop me off. So I'm
Yeah.
like, what's that?
I don't even know which way to walk.
Yeah.
I don't want to look around like an idiot.
Dude,
Like,
I'm
I'm
being
just gonna
serious.
pop
Like, if
in
you
here.
were like, oh, go east, I would be like, is that towards the 7-Eleven or the KFC? Like, I don't know what east is.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
What are
any
you doing
directions
just
are.
east
I
at
still
night?
don't get the fucking when you get on the subway. It's
No,
like
I don't.
southeast corner, northeast
I
corner.
know.
No
What does that
chance,
mean?
dude.
If you know what that means, you're a fucking loser. Like, oh, I'm going to 51st Street, so southeast corner. Let me go this way.
No,
And
nobody
then
knows
even
that.
Yeah.
even when you're by yourself and no one's around, you have to do when you realize you're walking the wrong direction, you have to be like, oh, well, and I'm gonna go that way. You're like, I'm embarrassed, but I don't want anyone to know.
I'm going the wrong way and be like,
yeah.
it's the other way? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, strangers that
It's
don't
like
know
no one knows
Wait,
that you're walking
wait.
the wrong direction, but you still feel
So
like
wait,
doing
you
it.
yell that you're going in the wrong direction to a phone call?
I got to turn around now. Yeah, no, there
Yeah,
really
those
is.
the people who go like maybe on the northeast corner. What I do is I go to that intersection and I look at all four corners and I go, "That's the one." I guess.
Climb the pole.
I go and I stand in the middle of the road, get hit by a car, get
Yeah.
make attention, but they'll find
Yeah.
me now.
Am I the only one that knows what that is?
No,
Yeah,
I know.
Rosebud.
Mike
Yeah,
knows.
okay,
I
your grandfather was
definitely
the
know.
Secretary of State. So you're just a better person than us.
Maybe
You're a
I'm
fucking
maybe
cyborg.
I'm like a little autistic. Maybe it's that.
No, you're not.
They're
You're
gonna
made in a
have to
fucking
make-
lab in the Oval Office.
They're gonna have to make a movie about you, right?
Huh?
They gotta make a movie about you
No.
being like the
They'll
family.
make a movie about somebody else.
Like, you know what I mean? The family who's all, fucking powerful and rich and white and buttoned up, and you're just like.
They're like, look at this person who gave up all of her chances to be
Yeah.
somebody to go hang out with comics in a basement.
Yeah.
But sick OnlyFans.
But, but she's got that
Yeah.
Swipe up.
Yeah, she got that cigarette foot account.
What if I told you could do OnlyFans and do comedy? Like you're just putting up like short bits on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But you
I
have
wouldn't
to
do
be
it.
like subscribe to my OnlyFans.
But it's
and,
like
and you're
how
gonna get a
Jenny
shit
played
ton of money.
guitar in Forrest
But
Gump.
it's just bits. It's just bits on OnlyFans.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
whatever you want it to be, but it's comedy.
Bits
You don't have to
and
do anything
Bits
sexual.
and tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's just comedy, I would do it.
Yeah.
As a woman, let me ask you this. As a woman, I'm serious. I'm serious.
It's
No, I
weird to
wanna
hear
fucking
you
ask
start a sentence like that.
As a woman, first of all, I believe all women. As a woman, no, I just want to say that. No, but seriously, as a woman, do you think like prostitution not being legal is a knock against feminism? It's like, why? Especially now, could you imagine it was completely legal? I'm not saying you want to do this, but like females would want to go out there and they could make
Don't
thousands
ask
of
me
dollars a
this.
week to have sex with lonely guys, but you legally can't do that. Isn't that anti-feminist? If we're just having a discussion that nobody asks about?
I don't know. Why do I
I'm
have
with
to?
you, by the way.
You know what I mean? I got a daughter.
I think if you want to do it, you should be able to do it.
Just fucking do it.
It's
Like everything else in the world, legalize it, regulate it, make
Yeah.
it safe, make money. and
What's
let
the
people
issue?
live.
Yeah,
It's
but I
also
do. Here's the thing:
anti-feminist
is I
'cause a
think
man
that
has to protect them.
prostitutes are literally
That's
the
probably the
stand-up
problem.
comics of that world. Like they could just stay at home and sell their pussy online and not touch anybody.
But why is
So
that
yeah,
illegal?
you can do it, but you're an idiot because you're living in the past.
There's some road dog prostitutes that are just hitting
Yeah.
small
Dude, I
markets,
just call
still
them
Yes.
working their way up to
Yeah,
the
they're
A
like,
club.
I like
say
to be
toots.
in there. I like to be in the trenches.
A little prosty. So you're saying that like good old-fashioned hookers are just like your old hat. You guys are done. You're living in the
No, they're the
Yeah,
stand-up
like old
comics.
Broadway actors.
Yeah.
Right.
Only
That's what
fans
he's
and
describing.
Or the
You guys
I just think
got
it should be
idiots on
legal.
stage. The prostitutes who are on the corner sucking dick in the car
Yeah.
are the idiots doing comedy for the fucking horns.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think they should
Yeah.
be.
In the
I think
future.
everyone should be allowed to do it, but I just think if you're out there like hauling your shit around in a fucking RAV4, you're an idiot. You can just be at home.
I like how
Ricky
RAV4
say shit in a
is the
shotgun?
go-to
Yeah.
insulting car. Like, if I'm gonna say a car's a piece of shit, I'm gonna call it a RAV4.
Yeah.
But if I want to insult someone's existence, they drive a RAV4.
The car we're driving in tonight ain't much better, but so. The Christopher Columbus thing then spiraled into, and this is where I think we went really off the rails. Could we build a boat and
yeah.
sail across the Atlantic?
What'd I say?
And you fuckers said yes, we could.
Yeah.
No, you could.
No, you
And
What are you-
then,
Yo,
and
can I
then
have another
spiraled
beer?
No, you
into,
couldn't.
then it spiraled into, if we had unlimited money, could we,
What?
could we get to the moon. Could we build a fucking spaceship and get to the moon?
No, because we still haven't done it.
Everybody kept saying yes.
We still haven't done it.
Yeah.
Fucking prove that we've done it.
It's like that guy who died, right? Who built the rocket and he just kept on shooting himself into like 100 feet in the air, and then
Proving the
obviously
Earth was
eventually
flat.
died.
Who, the Rocketeer?
Yeah, the flat Earth guy. Yeah.
No, what happened?
Like,
No, he's a flat Earth guy.
Beginning of pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Like, right as pandemic hit, because I feel bad because he got washed out. Nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah,
No.
nobody cares.
What are you gonna do?
Because he's a fucking
Him and
moron.
Joe Exotic.
I was gonna say, let's be honest.
Only the beginning of the pandemic, we were like, we're done with this.
Yeah, nobody cares about you anymore. He was trying to prove that the Earth was
Flat. And
flat
he'd been
by
shooting
going
himself up like, I don't know, once a year. Just
Getting
doing
as
a
high as he
rocket,
could.
coming back down, like going 300 feet up in the air, coming back down,
Right.
and then of course, I mean, he
Right.
died
And it was on
eventually.
video.
Like
it
a
was
bed
tough.
sheet.
Yeah, like,
There was so
it
little
was just a
science.
matter of time.
Bro, it was a real tough scene because it wasn't even. It's not funny, but it wasn't even like a big fiery crash. It was just like.
funny.
Yeah.
And the person filming was like, "Oh no!" I was just like, "Yep, there's a crazy person dead in there."
Also, that's fun. You don't have to get like it's not funny. If
He thought the world was
shooting
flat.
myself into the
Yeah.
sky,
Yeah,
That's funny. And he would have survived if he was wearing a mask.
And it's great too to think about that. I bet he made like a speech beforehand, just in
definitely.
case. Like these are today is going to be a day that changes history. You watch this.
It seems he doesn't have
I'm
to
ready to
just let it
disprove
rip.
gravity.
but you're still on board with we can sail. I mean,
The boat building thing seems
Come
a
on.
little aggressive.
How about this?
I can't build a
This
boat.
is-
Sail over flat.
Sail over the Atlantic is such a crazy absolute no. Do you think you guys could build a boat that
To just
could
sail
float,
around-
just float on water?
Yes.
Yeah, probably
I
not.
guarantee you, I couldn't build an object that floats in the bathtub with my kids. There's no chance. If she was like,
what I'm
"Daddy,
saying.
make me something that floats," I'm like, "You have to shit in the water bed because I can't build anything."
Not a chance.
Like I see the shit that Chaps is building, and
Yeah, no, now that I'm
say the
thinking about
Japs?
it, yeah.
his name's Chaps.
Oh, Chaps.
Settle
Did you
down.
see that stuff the Japs were doing?
They're right on our tail, you see.
Portnoy, let it fly here at
Barstool, man. Let's go.
Yeah, it's 1 Miller Light in them, man.
No, we got one guy who lives in Texas, and he's took it upon himself during pandemic to learn to be handy, and he's building.
Smart.
He's super smart, but he's building cabinets and tables.
he's
and all
not
this
that
shit.
smart.
No, I'm
You
saying
know
it's
what's
smart
smart?
to do that, to start building shit. You're gonna have to know how
Because
to
the
use your hands.
apocalypse is here, and
Yeah.
comedy's over, and we're all fucking
Absolutely,
dead.
dude. You see outside.
Manual labor is the future.
Yeah.
Start working those knuckles to the fucking
My,
bone.
my ex-conspiracy co-host, who's a flat earther, actually was a part of the team that windsurfed from North America over to England.
What?
Yeah,
What?
across the Atlantic.
What was that guy's name again?
Dave Weiss.
Didn't that guy say that aborted fetuses flavor Pepsi?
You goddamn right they do.
What?
That's fucking crazy, dude.
I believe
That's a
that.
real
That they
conspiracy
what?
that this guy would
Aborted?
tell.
What is this? What?
He said like fetuses that you abort,
Yeah.
right? That they
That's
use
how Planned
them.
Parenthood makes all their money.
They use them to flavor Pepsi.
That's
Why
the secret
Pepsi?
sauce?
That's the secret sauce, dude. That's why
I've
Pepsi's
been
better than
wondering.
Coke.
Yeah.
Why Pepsi not Coke? I mean, they taste the
Dude,
same.
I don't know, man. They
don't have the
ask the
recipe.
Chinese.
No, they.
Throw the Chinese in for no reason?
Dude, yeah.
That's a legit like some people actually believe that one, or that's a fun one that people kick around. But
I mean,
there
no,
are
it
people.
was definitely part of our conversation.
I remember you saying that.
Who knows what our podcast was based on?
How many more shows did you do with him after that?
We did, dude, we did 3 years worth of shows, and it only stopped when he got obsessed with flat Earth. So even when we were like, all right, cool, that's your belief, we're gonna go off into like, well, space, isn't that crazy? He's like, space doesn't exist. There are no planets. They're all sentient beings, and the Earth is flat. We're
I
like,
feel like
I'm
flat
outta
Earth is
here.
the heroine of conspiracy theories. Like once you go into that, there's no
You can't
coming
come
back.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a religion. It's an
Yeah.
actual religion.
Yeah.
Because it's you have to jump. You have to have faith to believe in it, right? So it becomes their basically way of life, where they believe that we're not just people on a rock hurtling through an infinite abyss. We're actually the center of the universe,
Right.
and we are a thought-out piece of the ice tray, as they say. And there
my
might be some
God.
other thought-out pieces that support life beyond the wall.
Yeah.
See,
There's a documentary about it. It's a documentary about flat earthers.
He was
it's
in
just
it.
a bunch of
He was in it?
Yes,
It's a
he
bunch
was
of
in it.
lonely people. It's like, dude, just why
It's
don't you
always-
just watch a basketball game? Like do something else. You know? Yeah,
Go
right.
to OnlyFans.
It's
Just
divorced
They have
men.
a
It's a lot of
profound
divorced
life
men.
trauma.
Yeah, it's a divorced
Every,
man.
every
Fuck
one
you,
of them
Feeney.
has a big
Divorced older men.
No,
You'll
but
get
all
there,
the,
you'll
all the
get there.
conspiracy theories, in everything that's online right now, it's just basically a backwards way of finding a community. That's everything. They're just trying. Yeah, right. Like, all right, we'll find a community by
online church.
thinking everyone's a pedophile.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
honestly,
that's our
sounds-
community.
sounds-
But then
better
how
than
do you
being a Mets
explain
fan.
the guy that just like shot himself into space a bunch of times until he died?
He's the king.
Well,
Yeah.
because they
Well,
believe
he
Like,
didn't get
what
space.
community is he looking
I think he's the
for?
alpha of the community. Obviously, he's the one who's taking the last shot.
I really respect his like commitment to being right.
He's trying to be the
You
flat
know?
Earth Bhagwan Rajneesh.
Yeah.
And he thought he was gonna.
People, like his friends afterwards,
I mean,
were like,
that's-
"I bet you he figured it out in that last second, like right before he died."
He saw it. He figured it out. Right.
Yeah.
He's the one. I mean, that's like, have you ever done Hail Bop on
Hail Bop?
The Hail Bop comment?
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Is that Haley's Comet?
No.
I don't know what Hail Bop comment is.
was the dude who they all dressed in black with the Nikes and they all drank
Yeah,
the Kool-Aid and killed
yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
They thought that they were going to hop on this comet that was called Hail Bop and go to heaven.
Like it was an Uber.
What shoes did they wear? Did they wear?
They were. They like discontinued them. I think they were like. Yeah. Fuck. What was the
They
name?
were
It was
like the
Nike
dad white
Cortez
shoes,
or
yeah.
was it?
Heaven's Gate.
Yeah,
Heaven's
Heaven's
Gate,
Gate.
yeah.
But the
I didn't
shoes
know
they
that
wore.
comment was called Hail Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the Nike. That's the Ford Bronco and whatever those Nikes were, where it's like, ah, fuck. I've been working on this all year, and now I gotta get rid of them because the crazy people are wearing
I
my
always
shoes.
think about those like cult leaders who keep predicting the end of the world, and like they keep getting it wrong, and they know in the back of their head they're like, eventually we're just gonna all have to kill ourselves. It's like I'm getting this wrong every fucking time.
How many times would you give your cult leader
Like
wrong before
3
you're
or
like,
4?
all right,
Yeah,
would
they're
it be
like,
4?
all right,
Would it
now
be
we gotta
like
go.
Dude, I always thought it was crazy watching like Wild Wild Country and stuff, but then I watched like Waco. Like I watch Waco and I'm like, listen, man, the guy makes great speeches. I'm in. David Koresh, I'm listening.
I would
Waco,
fully just
they
commit.
got Tim Riggins in there. You're talking about that
That was
show, right?
incredible, yeah.
And they
Incredible show.
definitely downplayed, because I remember being like, these guys weren't so bad.
Yeah.
I'm on the side of the
I was like, the government is
They were
intervening.
very,
Yes.
very. They
pro.
were
I mean, he's
painted in a
like fucking
fantastic
12.
light. We're
Yes.
like,
I Googled it. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
They're in a band.
This
is cool. Just hang out.
Cults are cool until you realize exactly what they
right.
are.
20 minutes into going clear, I was Googling Scientology.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm fucking in.
Yeah. Okay.
If
give it one.
Scientology
yeah, but
came to you
going
tomorrow-
clear goes awry too when they start
Oh, yeah.
showing all like the assaults and stuff. Like they'll just follow you nonstop.
But at least
and
they
just
get
yell
their
at you.
hands dirty. You know, he's a hands-on leader.
And that one's a perfect example where it's just a fucking short dude who's like pissed off that he's short.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm
The
gonna
biggest Napoleonic complex of all time.
Yeah.
If Scientology came to you tomorrow and gave you like a Tom Cruise deal,
Yes.
would you take it?
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
But you gotta like. I mean,
If
that's
anyone
it.
gives me $1 billion deal, I'm taking it.
What am I hanging on
It doesn't
to?
matter.
Yeah, they lock you up. They lock you up.
Any
Goodbye to my
self-respect,
family.
it's gone.
If
dude.
they can erase my gay and fill up my bank account, I'm 100%.
Yeah, dude.
I love that I say that to this panel like you guys have a lot to give up.
What the
This
fuck,
or
dude?
go with Scientology.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
let
we
it
can
go.
make your voice higher. I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah, these 2 free Miller highlights are the highlight of my day.
Chris fucking sucks his toes on the subway with milk.
Exactly.
That story's
bro.
about you, right?
No. What's about
Dude, if
you
I had
thought
the
about
flexibility to do it, I would do it. 100%. If I
wait,
wasn't
I had-
lactose
I had an
intolerant.
uncle who told me when I was young, he's like, yeah, I bite my toenails off. And to this day, it's astounded me. I don't know what it means.
Oh, I can do that.
Listen, I've gotten in
You
there.
can do
I can
that?
bite my toenails. No doubt.
I don't
That's
do it.
kind of his away from the. He
But
could
I'm
say he
good.
could suck his.
Oh my God!
Oh, whoa!
Wow.
Wow.
Somebody does yoga.
Wow.
It's a weird thing.
Are you
My
a
body is a
1-year-old?
fucking disaster.
Can you put can you put it behind
No,
me?
I can't do that. I tried.
I did not think you could do that.
I know. It's
I've
crazy.
seen you do things. That's
No,
not.
I don't think I can get
You
like.
can't get to like above your waist. I don't think.
I'm gonna have to use the wall
can't
for
do
help, but
No, you can't use the
No,
wall.
you're look at how you're built.
the rules of toenail
I've been
biting.
Yeah, you like that? No, this
Look
is
at this.
my one
I
power.
can't get
Yeah.
my
Restaurant spot?
fucking waist.
Buddy, I'm in here. I'm fucking right in here.
No, I
I'm
can't.
right in. Oh yeah, I'm right in. I can get in here. Are you crazy?
You learn something new about yourself.
Rosebud
Hey,
could do it.
Rosebud's just like talking.
Yeah, I mean,
Whose leg is that? That's crazy.
Get it fucking fans only page.
Listen, you can do jump.
All right, I'm just gonna do stretches on my
Yeah, seriously, you'll
Yeah.
make 20 grand a
Well,
month.
what
You
should I
can make
name
money
it?
doing that. Rosebud stretches.
Okay, great. That's it. I'm starting it. I'm gonna start it when I get home.
I'm not even kidding.
I thought you were yelling at Sean.
They're gonna pour money into this.
I'm pissed because I spent 5 years trying to come up with an act, and now I'm stretching
Dude, it's out the
online.
window, man. It's out the window. Forget
That's the
about
one
it.
thing I do like about like there's a lot of stand-up comics who are still clinging to like, nah, if I just do some of these park shows, it's coming back next week, and they're like, stand-up will never go away. It's like, stand-up didn't exist 100 years ago. Stand-up didn't exist 70 years ago. Like, what are you talking about? Why would
It's like a blip on the radar. People
Yeah.
aren't even gonna remember stand-up because it's fucking dead.
that's
Like,
hurtful. But yes,
we are
I
a
agree.
thin layer of electricity away from the screaming crazy person in Port Authority.
Yeah.
That's only
That's
some of the shows.
That's
Some
it.
of the shows we just are that guy.
You
in
were
the
saying
park.
the
Yeah.
Central Park shows is just
Yeah.
like you're a ranting, raving lunatic.
People
Screaming
No
at people.
microphone. It's actually when you see it's like the addiction that a lot of us had when they're like out there in the park yelling with no microphone. It's like what? Are we clinically insane?
Yeah.
It's just showing the mental illness now. It's highlighting.
It also shows what sheep people are that just walk by and also congregate into the area. They have no idea
Yeah, it's
what's
gross,
going on,
dude.
whether it's entertaining or not, but they're like, somebody shouting, others looking, I'm in.
It is easy. Like,
But that's-
like I'll go to it like a moth to a light. I'm like, so someone a little
What
bit
is
saying
this?
something.
Oh yeah, like
I'm
those
in.
social experiments where there's just a line and then people just stand on the back of the line because they're like, must be important.
Have
Whatever
you
it
seen
is.
that fucking show on The Push?
Oh yes, I saw
That
that.
is-
It's
As
a
a
Netflix
documentary.
show where they convince people to murder somebody.
And cover up a
They
murder.
try to
It's
see if they
the
could cover up a
best.
murder.
And they cover
It's-
murder
Wait, it's
by-
like a reality for realsy show.
Yes.
And I think they did it like 1,000
It was a
times,
documentary,
And these are like
yeah.
the two times
Yeah.
it worked,
So it's
but
what
it's
this
amazing.
guy does is like he has this person, he programs them to like come to this party and they find a dead body and then they like murder the only other person who thought they did it, and just by pushing them off of the ledge of a roof.
Right.
And that person is tied up. So they just kind of live.
But there's so
But
much.
there are people who just go up and they're like, fuck it, I gotta kill the guy. And they push him off. And the guy swings and then just
Do
comes
they go to
back
jail
up.
for
but they-
attempted murder?
No,
If
no,
they
it's
do
because
it?
they just are basically like, hey, you're a piece of shit. You would have killed somebody tonight. And they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
can't
no.
somebody can't like a court of law be like, yeah, but it's still attempted murder?
But that's
It's
the
like
thing.
no stakes to catch a predator.
They, yeah, exactly. They do so much.
Honestly, the way that like some of the people in on it were like, yo, you are now an accessory to this. Like you're a part of it, whether you like it or not. So what are we gonna do? I'd probably be
Yeah,
like,
it's really
Sure,
the way
okay.
they. It takes place over like the whole night, so it's little things like. You know, it'd be like, Rosebud, quick, pick up that drink, and you're like, okay, and because
They
they're like,
find
help
the
me out,
people.
like they look
Yeah.
busy, so then they're like training you to like subconsciously listen to their commands. It's fucking creepy.
My episode would be
but
11
I would
seconds
do
long.
it.
yeah, you would
I
definitely
don't
do
think
it.
so. You get socially dominated.
I know, that's what I mean. I'd jump some
Oh,
people
just go.
within 8
Didn't they
seconds.
have
You're like, no, that's the wrong guy.
Yeah, and just like,
Oh,
oh,
someone
shit.
actually did the push.
No,
Yeah, multiple people did it.
I thought it was like they witnessed it, but they actually had
No,
people
they
like,
had people try
Yeah,
and run.
because the one guy, the guy who they need to push is like, I'm gonna call the cops after I smoke a cigarette on this ledge of the roof. And they're like, now's the chance. I'm like, it's crazy.
Sean, you'd push him and you'd be like, holy shit, he's on a rope. We gotta cut this rope.
guys, it's harder than we thought.
That's the one part. That's the one part about it that doesn't make sense to me. If you commit to committing a murder and you shove someone off a roof, you're gonna look for the splat. You gotta look for the splat. They all do this and then go oh and run away. No,
They're like to find the people to do the show, they would have them like come in. There was like a long process, and they'd have them come in and like fill out forms, and then there would be 8 actors there with them,
Yeah.
and like the 8 actors would stand up in the middle of filling out the form. And then they would see if the guy would stand up too. And like I'd stand up in a heartbeat. If I'm sitting with 7 people,
about to stand up.
I really want to stand up.
I'd be like, yeah, no, we're
It's
doing
like-
it.
I really have a feeling that I would not. I really have a feeling that I would just look around and be like, why is everybody
I kind
standing
of think
up?
the same
Well, then
thing.
you'd be out.
I
You
would just
be
start
out.
sucking cock.
Honestly,
You just
we are
you'll
35
start
minutes in.
unzipping them.
Yeah, they stand up, you get down.
This is what
They're
it
like,
is.
get this guy the fuck out. We don't know what show.
35
gonna
minutes
be.
in before Chris started talking about sucking dick, like I would have taken the over.
Chris is
Like,
like,
I'm
I
going
can
out
film
big
a
time.
blowbag by like 10 minutes in.
The only reason why is because I did like 3 podcasts today, so I did all this cock sucking things.
You
My
got it
brain's-
all out.
it's just in a different thing. But I'll let him
I
rip
mean,
if you
even when
want.
I was telling Rosebud was on the
You
show.
won.
Whatever you want me to do. I mean, I'll do whatever Chris you want.
Who's gonna suck
Yeah,
Chris?
dude. Yes, whatever you need.
Or who
which dick Chris would be sucking when we were talking about the panel here.
I don't know. My brain went out, and then I came back into consciousness when you were like, "Who's gonna suck Chris's dick?"
Rosebud.
What happened?
Well, again, only
I was
Pants.
like, "What happened in the conversation that we got from?"
What it is.
What the fuck?
What are you gonna do?
I thought Chris was sucking all your dicks.
You know he wants to.
Dude, as long as you're
No, he
circumcised.
fucking wants to.
Once you get circumcised,
I'm not fucking doing
I'm
any
not pushing
non-circs.
anything back.
I'm trying to do a
Not
fucking
today's world.
reverse magic trick.
Too many extra
honestly-
places for Corona to hide.
Roll up your own sleeves.
My favorite thing is when those guys try to commit. No, it feels better, or it's cool. No,
It's
just
also
an
like
asshole.
how?
It's a
How do you
fucking
know, dude? We both have different dicks. I'm very satisfied with my current model. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Do you check out of any circumcised porn like immediately, or do you stay with it?
No.
Sometimes
I mean, Manuel
I'll watch it for a
Ferrara's
goof.
shit, you know? I'm gonna ride with the guy.
Condom though, I'm out.
Yeah, condom is not.
Condom, I'm always out. Yeah.
condom. With a condom, and he was like, "Who the fuck are you showing me condom porn?"
He sent me a condom porn video. He's like, "Yo, check out how hot this girl is." I was like, "Dude, the guy like it starts with the guy putting on a condom." I was like, "Wait,
I don't want anybody safe.
It feels like I'm jerking off with sink gloves on.
Yo, so did you show Dan the remnant ad that we have on our site?
No.
We have an ad, like, you know, just like when they fill in advertisements on the app.
Yeah.
And it says like, here's the #1 skincare routine to have like a soft face. Or whatever, and the picture is just a porn star with cum on her face. And I don't think many people would recognize, but me and him were like, I know that girl. I've seen that scene. And it's just like for dermatology. It's just like, yeah.
That's a
What I
cheap
texted you,
alternative to Botox because it tightens up your skin and laminates things.
Like that. I just know what porn star that is.
That's very much it.
Even if you didn't know,
I just
whatever,
know
like,
that shaded rogue.
Oh yeah. Oh
I feel
wow.
like even if you
Let me
don't
see,
know
let me see
this
if I
girl,
recognize her.
you kind of know. It actually looks like Whitney Cummings' doll.
Oh yeah, I have seen her before.
That
She
is Whitney
always is
Cummings'
in a
doll.
scene with a guy with a big dick. Always.
Yeah, it's her boyfriend.
That is the most
She's
generic.
like an amateur like
That
model.
literally
so.
does look like
I
Whitney
mean,
Cummings'
she
Good
just wants the
contour
one
makeup.
guy. I imagine they're at least somewhat.
Rosebud's
Together.
like, I'm thinking
I'm gonna
about
try
the
it.
skincare routine.
I'm gonna try it. Not kidding. Very serious.
Just a dollop of jism at the problem area.
The Diva Cup conversation blew our minds and many of our listeners' minds.
Really?
Yeah. Did
Well,
you? Do you?
blew out
What's the
my,
Diva Cup?
Exactly.
Oh
What's
no.
the Diva
This
Cup?
is crazy.
Rosebud's
This
Diva
is
Cup looks like
this
a
is one of my
100-year-old
favorite
well.
stories ever told on our podcast.
What is it?
Would you? I swear to God, he keeps doing these. He keeps getting these zingers in, and everybody's just driving right over them.
Welcome to Mike Cannon's
And
career.
it's pissing me off.
Just fucking, just that is Mike Cannon's life in a nutshell. He always crushes it.
So
Nobody's there to
sad.
see it. Well, we are
It's like
fucking. The rest of us are
pissing me off.
skyrocketing. And every time Mike crushes, the industry walks right
I'm
out
like,
of the room.
Cannon,
They're like, man, I'd
stand up
love
for
him if he
something."
wasn't gray. All right, let's get going.
Jesus Christ.
No, the Diva Cup, Chris. There's a whole new
It's
product out there for
Just
the ladies.
Will you tell the
it's like
story
a
again,
cu-
please?
it's a rubber pussy bucket cup.
Okay.
We rebranded it as the Rubber Pussy Bucket
So
Cup.
it's a rubber. That what? That guys.
That-
It's like a sex toy
No,
for guys.
no.
It's for
No.
the period.
I
It's
can't
for
believe
your
it's
period.
Rubber cup.
Okay.
So instead of a tampon, you put a cup up your pussy, and
it goes
Let it fill up.
around the
and it,
cervix.
it basically like suctions itself to you, and then you pull it out. But mine got stuck.
It collects your shrapnel.
Yeah.
So what? Do you have to get it like surgically removed? How'd you get
no,
it out?
No, I had to like give birth to it. I had
Oh,
to like,
shit.
I had to like push. I FaceTimed McCullough. She talked me through it. 'Cause I was
And
like,
we're
you-
calling in
I
Andy
was like,
for
you
help.
convinced
Wait, what?
me. Yeah. Also, I asked Andy for help, and he pushed it further.
But how
up.
is that better than a tampon?
Fucking
Did
guy.
it spill when it came out, or did it say?
That's what I never understand.
Was it like a game of flip cup where you just?
No, it spills. It like spills.
But why is that better? Why is that better than a tampon? What's the difference?
It's not better than
Because it
tampon.
grows his guys
And
out.
then they're supposed to reuse it.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yuck.
I would absolutely kill myself.
It's
if I was a
not
chick.
better. I tried it one time. I was like, let me just, there's like every time a new like menstrual thing comes out, you get all your girlfriends are like, I'm on this. It's great. Try it. And you're like, oh, it seems. And then I tried it, and I was like, this is not worth it. I thought I was gonna have to call a fucking ambulance or something. I didn't know what the fuck
It seems like walking, like if you had to
almost punched a
walk with
hole in
a
my
full
wall.
cup, like a pint of glass of water that's filled up to the top and you have to walk straight, but it's inside of you. How did you
Well, and the
ever
cup
not-
like bends. Like it's like it bends.
That's what makes it
But when you
worse.
take it out, it's a cup. Like you have to dump it in the toilet
Yeah,
or
but it's
whatever.
not
shot
like
glass.
filled
You walk
with
around
high
with it?
C. It's filled with like your
Dude,
body.
if I was a
Yeah.
girl though, I would take that. I would just prank people and throw it in people's faces or make believe like,
Yeah. I
no,
mean,
just kidding.
There's so many options that you could do. I mean, there's plenty of things you could fucking
You
do.
walk with it in though?
Huh?
You walk around with it in.
For 12
No,
hours.
I
I
like this
sit
too.
down.
That it's like,
No, it comes with a wheelchair.
I'm the guy who's like, oh yeah.
I just fucking hoist myself around the city.
Sorry, guys, I'm on
I
the
could
period.
build a boat. I could build a boat and go across
so
the
much
ocean, but I
easier.
can't understand what's going on right now.
It's like you have to see a picture of it. Or
I mean,
something.
I
It looks
watched,
like, it looks like a funnel. It looks
I
like a
watched a
funnel.
YouTube
Is this the
tutorial.
Gwyneth
and I was
Paltrow
like,
shit?
Yes,
very
very much.
Oh, is it really very
No,
goofy?
but I mean, I'm saying
That's
it's
the
right
shit
up
she
her
does,
alley.
I feel like
Because
it's
it's just to save like the paper from
It's
tampons,
a step
right?
above.
Did you
free
do
bleeding,
it like?
I
Did you
feel.
get like sponsor your podcast or
like,
something? Or
the
you got
rest
it
of
for
the
your.
show is
you
gonna
wanted
be-
to get it.
I like how this show is now just
No, I
us
just
asking
tried
like,
it.
Just tried it.
I
Yeah.
was just
what
like,
is a
yeah.
period?
It's like the line.
The diva cup. There it is.
That's it. See?
It looks like a martini glass.
Oh!
Yeah, it's like a wine
It's like a
glass
little
without the
funnel,
bottom.
But
yeah.
the thing is that it doesn't come with that many. This thing isn't that long. Like
It looks like one of
it's
those
like
things you send
this
into the
long.
sky in Fiji.
Like it stops there.
With
There's
Leo
no-
DiCaprio on the beach, yeah, you're like,
your wish.
That looks like. Have you ever seen one of those anti-rape things you put in your vagina? No, because those look the same.
No, we
I
haven't.
have not. Why have you?
No.
I encountered 3 or 4
Yeah.
of those.
He's like, they hurt like a son of a bitch, I'll tell you that.
What is
So hard to
Just
break.
walking down the street, just like bzzz,
No.
every time
Dude,
something.
I read about them like when I was in
Yeah, they're
college,
bad.
and it's like they have like teeth in them or knives in them,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
like
What?
That's
if
like the Vietnam
if
shit.
you like unwantingly put your penis in someone's vagina, they latch on. Like you have to go to a hospital, which is where they would arrest you, obviously.
That's where
like,
you want to
can't-
keep a rapist right on top
You
of
can't
you.
get it off.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah, can we just waddle
post
together
it.
to the hospital?
Chinese finger trap?
Yes, it's the Chinese finger
Yeah.
trap of sex.
Yeah,
Wow.
that seems
Yeah.
like there's some
Pretty dark.
drawbacks.
Isn't that
Hey,
what's
have
the...
you ever used a female condom? Does anybody use that?
I've
No.
used one
That's
once.
not. You
Never
have
used
seriously?
a condom.
With my now wife
On your
when
pussy?
we were
nobody,
16. Yeah.
nobody, nothing. God damn it!
It's like a weird inside wizard sleeve though, because the
Right.
whole thing.
Just like putting a bag inside,
yeah, it's
right?
super bizarre.
Like,
I
no
mean, we
wonder they
tried
never
it
caught on.
for the novelty of it, and I think within 2 minutes we
See,
ripped the
they
fucking.
put like
yeah,
there's
just
like a
threw it
bunch of
across
teeth
the room.
in it.
Oh my god.
It's not nice.
Yeah, listen, you run into one of those.
Looks like a cupcake
Your night is
rocker.
ruined.
Yikes. Do they still have those? Though they didn't take off.
You got to get them.
No,
in
they
Africa.
haven't really hit the mainstream yet.
They haven't
They haven't had the
really
popularity
available.
that people thought they would.
They can't get them on Postmates just yet, but you know we're working on it.
It looks uncomfortable for what's happening.
Let's go to
Legitimately
another question
Jesus?
here.
Oh God, that was gonna hurt.
Looks like a squid.
Yeah, it's very squid-esque.
Yeah.
And the lady who has it here, she's displaying it with penises, where it's like, all right, I mean, they could have used a smaller dick to show.
That's where it pays to have a thin dick.
Yeah.
You get in and out.
Joke's on you. I don't even feel that.
Slip right out.
All right. Is it embarrassing for a man to get manicures and pedicures?
I don't think so.
No.
I've never gotten one.
I certainly
but
hope not.
I don't have the desire to get
You a
one, but I wouldn't
mani-pedi
be.
guy?
I've not on a regular, but I have gotten them before, and they are pretty delightful.
Really?
Yeah. The one
Awesome.
thing I made a big mistake because the first time going as a man, if they ever ask you, when they're in the middle of doing it, they just go polish, and you're like, I don't know what that is, so sure. And then my toenails, they like glisten. They put like a coat of, what is it? Like a coat
Well,
of
I
shiny.
100% know what they mean when they say polish. I'm like, I know what you're
I thought it was like a bowling ball.
That is far more common than the Diva Cup.
I don't know. I said yes, and then my toes were like glistening in the sun for months. It was crazy.
No, it's like you just get like a massage on your feet.
It's a big
You're
Italian.
very.
I never done it.
Pro massage.
You're very pro, just like salon experience. You do
Hell
a lot of
yeah.
Oh,
massages.
the shit
a
that
lot
makes
of,
your body feel fucking.
Yeah.
Right?
I
No. I don't mean it as an insult, but you're
Yeah.
just like, yeah, no, I get manicures, I get pedicures.
Well,
I don't think anyone in the world's ever touched my feet.
Yeah,
anyone alive.
you got weird. Like,
Yeah.
I got hands
How
that
bad
feel like
are
a
they?
pregnant woman. They're
I
just
wouldn't
like
wish my
they're like
asshole on
fat and
anybody.
swollen and just like weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, but when
I
they're
wanna do it.
soaking in the water for a bit and then they just come up, because I have very ticklish feet. That was my worries. I was gonna just fucking kick her right in the face, and there was a couple times where I like had to move, and then
I do that
they
too.
laugh at you. They go like,
They go,
yeah.
It'll laugh.
I'm not doing that. I still want a career for a career that doesn't exist. But no, that's the word. That's the worst part is trying not to get ticklish. But I'm all pro. Any guy who's like, I don't get massages because I don't want anybody else touching me, you're fucking missing out on life. Massages are the best.
Yeah.
Come on to the good side, bro.
I just
You've
don't
never
like
had a
it.
massage?
Well, I've had one massage. I hated every second of it.
You do it and you hate it, whatever.
Was it a
He's
man?
weird.
Was it a man or a woman?
Reminds me of my
I
own
didn't
fault.
get it. I've never gotten a happy ending.
So that's why
Have
you
you
were
been
mad.
molested?
No, it
That's
was,
the other thing.
it was
Sure.
Dude, this guy did this.
Oh, it was a guy. That's
it was
your
a
first
guy,
problem.
and which like I don't care
No,
about
that's
the
the
guy,
best.
but it was we were in Portugal and he just did this thing where he like
Okay, that's weird.
twisted
This
his
is
I've never seen that.
I don't
That's wrong.
He was like
Whatever that is.
Stop doing that.
I hate that.
No one wants to see it. That's uncomfortable. What happened to you was wrong.
Okay,
and it's all right to cry.
You like? And I was like, nah,
No,
really,
dude.
man. And then so
Then
me
he
and my
fucked me in the
dad,
ass, and it was crazy.
me and my dad, my whole family went, right? And then me and my dad had the same guy. So like it was like different, stages. And my dad, like we were driving home after, it was almost like we're just weirdly silent in the car, and he's like, did he do the belly button thing?
His finishing move. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, what the fuck was that?
Dude, that is not. I feel like I've had like 50 massages in my life. There's no belly button play
Never
whatsoever.
was. Nobody's touched my belly button ever.
Yeah.
It was like he's asking. He's like, did he suck your dick too? I was like, did you do the belly button thing? I'm like, yeah, that was insane. What was it? You like?
No, that.
See, that would weird me out too. I wouldn't do that.
No, I would never
No,
do
you got
that.
assaulted ones.
Yeah, you got for sure assaulted.
It's like one of those things. Did you not realize that was fucked up until right now?
It was like the first massage. No, I knew as soon as my dad was afraid to ask me if it happened.
Yeah.
I was like, that might have been
Yeah.
obscure.
You're being bizarrely quiet during this conversation.
No, because I was just thinking,
The only way Chris can come is the belly button move.
bro, I've never gotten a massage, but I was just thinking if they were playing, because I have such an innie belly button.
Oh,
that it would
dude.
do- My belly button's like a fucking diva cup.
Deepest belly button in the world.
So deep.
Mine literally goes on
You
forever.
can go base
Yours
jumping
is deeper
inside
than
that.
mine.
We had
Holy
we
shit!
had John Cena
really?
on the podcast, and I swear to God, he almost like risked it all just to fuck this thing. He was like, oh,
Yeah, I'm joined up.
Have you ever?
When Zac Efron fingered your belly
oh yeah,
button,
Zac,
you're
yeah,
fucking-
put it like he
fingered
went
you?
like
There's a
fucking
picture of
all
him.
the way through.
They're sitting in the back of like a van.
Yeah.
Like he's sitting bitch, I think. And he's like reaching over to Dan, like fingering his belly
inside.
button. And his face, he's like,
Yeah. Yeah, I can, he didn't realize I could feel it at the bottom of my balls.
Dude, I want to drop. I want to
His new
drop.
Netflix show?
In fairness, wasn't he on Molly for like 18 months?
Yeah, just everything felt good. Dude, I want to drop a fucking penny down that
Oh
thing.
yeah, I
See how
can put
far it
quarters
goes.
in here. Yeah, absolutely. It's fucked up.
how deep's yours, bud?
Chris, you
No, it's-
never had a massage?
No, never had a massage in my
Why?
life.
You gotta get those hands on those bitch hips.
Because I used to be a physical
massages.
therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, because I used to be a physical therapist, so I would give massages a lot. And first of all, the best massages are Filipino people, Filipino men or women. If you could tell the difference. No, I'm kidding.
Lady boy, whatever, no big deal.
They have such tiny little baby hands that they could just get in between. Like your
In your
spine so
asshole,
good.
and it just
That's the
doesn't
thing.
even
It's like
hurt.
if you're not a Filipino, if you're not from the Philippines, I don't even want to attempt a massage from you. So I think it gets turned off. I do got a guy that I know I went to PT school with who could give me a massage if he's listening.
What was that like when you were doing that and like were you just cracking jokes and rubbing people and shit, being like, this isn't for me?
Well, I worked with children, Kevin. No,
my God,
yeah, it was
you hired
fucking
me.
You massage kids?
a lot of
You
old
were
balls.
touching little kids and old balls?
Dude,
No
yeah, no,
wonder
I was a
you're so
pediatric
fucked up.
physical therapist, but yeah, no, then before, working with the athletes, working with people, I got very annoyed at like the human condition. I mean, like, shut up, it's like a pulled pinky muscle. Like people come in with like tennis elbows and pulled pinky.
You guys
Shut up,
knew.
guys.
You guys knew when you gave that sheet because I've had physical therapy before on my back, and you knew when you gave that sheet with like all those stretches. No one ever does it, right?
Yeah, I didn't care.
Yeah, because then they come back like.
Yeah.
You also know that all that shit doesn't work, right?
No, it actually does.
No, it does.
Yes.
No, some of it does. But
Physical
when they're like,
therapy works.
But physical therapy works.
hot on,
Yeah.
it's like,
I just didn't care.
No, because I did it, and every time I actually committed to it, I'd be like, this is weird. I feel better, and then I just stop doing it and be like, yeah, I could feel better, but I don't want to. So
That's such a funny way that you mentioned that. 'Cause
there you go.
Fuck yeah.
we
my
staged
cousin-
this. We planned this, then you'd have the whole
Dude, this is what it is.
My cousin was a hand therapist, and she would always. She was the
hand therapist?
Hand therapist,
Just
and she
specific
was.
That's a
hand?
sick specialty.
Yeah, at like the hospital for special surgery, and she was the least. Anytime I had like a wrist issue or anything like that, she was the least caring person. She'd be like, "Shut up, it's fine." Like I would expect to be like, "Oh, look, I hurt the metatarsal or whatever the fuck," and she'd be like,
That's
"It's
in your
fine."
foot, you fucking asshole.
It's insane the stuff you know.
Dude,
Chris.
I fucking got to drive, but fuck it. That's what, so do I.
Oh my
Dude.
god.
Yeah, so, yeah.
When,
and
when did you just bail on that totally? Were you doing comedy and PT for a while, or was it?
I remember
Yeah.
when I met you, you were still doing it.
Yeah, I would just, when I first got into comedy, yeah, that guy code stuff happened, but before, I would just, that's how I would get on shows. I would just use my knowledge as a physical therapist to, like, comedians would be like, oh, I'll put you on my show if, you fix my back. But so many comedians, not Mike, I gotta be honest, not Mike, even though I know Mike my whole life, my whole career, he never did this, but so many comedians, like guys you've heard of, would be like, can you just take a look at my dick? And I would be like, I'm a physical therapist, like I know how to do massage, and they're like, if you could just look at my penis.
Are you being serious?
I swear to
I've
God.
been there when it's
I swear to God, where they would
and
just,
they
and I would,
spread their pee hole.
and I would just say, listen, I can take a look at it.
One person did this.
No, multiple.
I got
Louis
two. I was
C.K.
there.
Bro, absolutely, dude. I didn't think I got on guy code. I sucked that dick, and it's just like, what the fuck? It's like,
Dude,
but
what
no,
did you
dude,
do?
no. I'm telling you, like, I would just be like, look, I would tell them, I understand that you're concerned, but I'm not a doctor.
Were they
doctor.
asking you to look for like
Syphilis.
Anything? No, no. They thought no. It would be,
something-
dude.
They
I'm
think
telling
it's
you.
broken?
No, like they would just want like confirmation. Most of them would want confirmation that it was nothing. And I would say, honest, if I'm being 100% honest, I would maybe looked at like 8 dicks. 6 had fully active herpes. And I was just like, and I would say, look, as a medical professional, I need to tell you that I am not licensed to give you a diagnosis. As a friend, you need to go seek medical care immediately because that is active oozing stage 3 fucking banger herpes. So it's like, you're on
How do you have
fire.
herpes and not know about it?
No, they did know about it. They would just want, it's the game of denial
Yeah.
that most people
Yeah.
play.
Chris
And then
is
they
writing about himself.
and then they don't, no, dude, never had herpes. Chlamydia, whatever. But it's just like, I've said that many times, but it goes away. And I haven't had it in 6 months, no punana. So I've been good. So I'm fucking free. Some warts are popping back up, but it's stress. But it's not, it's stress. It's not a new infection.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Dude, they just pop out because of the goddamn Chinese. But, so, that's crazy. How crazy is that the world we live in? We can't say the China virus.
Hey, you give Chris 3 beers and shit takes a turn.
Shaving fucking
Lord.
people's heads and putting them in re-education camps. They're shaving the Muslims in China, putting them in re-education camps. But if I say the Wuhan virus, I'll go to jail in San Antonio. Fuck that. Listen, I'm gonna vote for Kamala Harris. Relax. That's all you gotta say. You can say whatever you want as long as you say, I love you, voted for Kamala Harris. I respect what they're doing in Portland. Down with the police station. That's all you have to say. I mean, that's just what it is on TV. As long as you pretend you're somewhat liberal, they're like, yeah, we love you. It's all bullshit. What can you have a Puerto Rican daughter? You have a fucking Puerto Rican daughter.
That's like the
On this side of the table.
Don't worry, I got a mixed race family. It's fine.
I'm
I got a Puerto Rican daughter. I
I'm
can
fucking
say
kidding.
this.
It's a character piece. I'm just joking.
My cat's black.
I'm joking around.
What do you think about the 9/11 lights while we're at it, Chris? Just go ahead. Just go fucking Alex Jones on it.
Ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. De Blasio will pay. No, I agree. I liked your video on 9/11. I fucking agree with you.
I think it is silly.
It's like, come on,
I
we're
was only
supposed to,
joking. We don't
never
have to
forget. Now we're forgetting.
Get right into
Goddamn-
that. No, you're not trying to forget, except for right now.
what video on 9/11?
They're not doing the 9/11 lights.
They're not doing that because of COVID.
Yeah, that part's crazy because they go people. They don't want people to gather, and you're like, you could see it from miles.
No, it's not even that.
No,
They're saying
yeah.
that it takes too large of a crew to make
That's
it happen.
wild.
Which
I thought you
Plug in
just
the
flipped the
lights?
switch.
I would really imagine
If
those lights
they
up and
do the
can just-
Rockefeller Christmas tree, it's fucking
They
bullshit.
did the fireworks. They're doing the MTV Awards. So turn the fucking lights on.
Turn the lights on, dude.
I don't think they're gonna do the tree because that's where everybody gathers.
What if we
Or we
say
gather
what,
and just
okay, but
drop a
what
bomb and
if
kill
what if
everybody
we
with the
say
tree.
that the crew turning the lights on is a peaceful protest? Will they do
Oh,
it then?
there we go. There we go.
I want to see how long you can go. This is monologue.
Check out my Patreon,
I swear to God,
patreon.com/Rosebud.
if someone were to get canceled for a Friday night Pints appearance, that's rock bottom.
But that's the issue
That's
we're
rock
living in.
bottom.
Comedians will get canceled, but politicians won't. It's like, I'm a
gonna save
comedian.
you from
I'm
yourself.
fucking being silly
With
Willy.
He literally will keep going. He will not stop. He's got a lot of anger up here.
I'm being silly Willy.
You can see it in your shoulders.
Well, it's frustrating, you know? What can you do?
He needs a massage.
I got a Puerto Rican
Yeah, I
daughter.
think you just need one massage. And you'll be,
One guy to rub his finger
How
on
funny
his
would it
belly
be is
button.
like one massage and I just come for an hour?
And you come out and you're like, you know what?
It just doesn't. I come right out. I take a flight to Portland. I'm like,
He's like,
That is one of our
protesting
questions. Would you rather be a lion, a pig that comes for 30 minutes every time it comes, or a lion who can have sex up to 50 times per day?
I mean, it's pig, no brainer.
Yeah, but the pigs get slaughtered.
There's a twist that we didn't think of.
Never thought of that.
You don't get
The only reason a
not
pig
a
is
wild.
alive
Kind
is
of the
to get
difference between
slaughtered.
being a woman and a man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, would you rather have multiple orgasms and be slaughtered in the process?
Right? Or be
Or
the
would
king
you
of the
like to be a
jungle.
lion and fuck as many people as you want in one day? But
I'm sure this has been brought up, but I am curious, since you are a woman, in fact. Lesbians, how do they decide when it's done?
dude, I had a girlfriend in college for a little while, and this was the problem. I was like, this is going on forever. I was like, this is forever. It goes on. It's too long.
I don't need
There
chapstick for the
is
next
no
week.
end. It's like one of Cannon's stories. It goes on. Crazy.
It's like your family's war crimes.
absolutely, vote red.
Chris is getting less and less subtle as it goes on. He just takes out a 2020.
Absolutely.
He drove a fucking tractor here.
How long did it last, though, for real?
I don't know. Just too long. Like it was like it's foreplay forever for me. I can only speak for myself. It went on too long.
And then you were like, never mind, I'm out of this. Like,
Yeah, like I don't know if I ever actually fucking came. 'Cause it just
You
felt
don't
like-
know. You should know, right?
So I didn't. Is what I'm saying. It's like it's worth. You know, you got a liberal arts. You got a liberal arts degree. You got to learn how to eat pussy, and then you graduate and you go, okay, that's not for me.
She had a high voice before that.
Yeah.
Well, I learned, I didn't know this, I guess, really, until Olivia Munn this week went on Whitney Cummings' podcast. I was talking about how one of her ex-boyfriends didn't go down on her. And it sounds like a lot of guys don't go down on chicks, I guess.
I
Is
can't.
that a thing?
A lot of guys.
You don't,
Did you
Chris?
say you can't?
No, he knows, dude. I get a sore throat every time. I can't do it, bro.
Isn't
I'm
that
serious.
how, what's his name? Got
Michael Douglas,
cancer,
he got
yeah.
cancer.
Michael
Yeah.
Douglas.
Yeah.
Bro, every time I get a sore throat, I can't do it, and my tongue's too short. So I swear to God, bro.
Let me see that. It's a short tongue. You're
not
Wait, you're not sticking out all the way. You're
Swear
not
to God,
sticking
dude.
out
You're
all the way.
not a
That's
baby.
fully out. That's
fully
not
out.
out.
No, no, no.
Hey,
Give me that. I'm gonna fucking blow on that.
You're such a
That-
bitch to be like, I get a sore throat every time. Can't do it. That's what I do, man.
Everything's on the
Not a
surface.
football guy. Not a gamer.
I would
There's
I don't
no way that was
understand
your fault.
how you made a child. I don't understand.
Well, you don't
'Cause
need
if
your
if
child.
you're
I
like-
was raped.
that's really as far as your tongue can go out.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
Dude, as far out as you can. Come
Pull
on.
that thing out.
These girls don't even turn around. They have issues.
I love this. Is a full office.
Screaming.
I honestly think that's a perfect
That's
note.
not real.
That was fucking.
I
tongue
swear to
sucks.
God, I couldn't get my tongue pierced.
Can I touch your tongue?
I swear, if
100%, dude.
a man said to me, if a man said to
Use a
me,
napkin.
During a pandemic.
Dude, your tongue
If
sucks.
a man said that to me,
Is this hand
slam the
sanitizer?
door.
Hit me.
Here you
We're
go,
getting, one of us is getting COVID.
There it is.
That is, I wouldn't want you going down on me if I was a chick with that little stumpy thing.
But to
dude,
Mike's
I
point,
can't.
the majority of what you're looking to do is on the surface.
it's not a depth
It's on a
thing.
depth situation.
Right.
Nah,
Not
dude,
really
I don't.
going
But
in,
I get
but-
the
The
sore
sore throat thing.
I
is
get it
such
all
a-
the time. I got humongous tonsils. I swear to God, all the time. I swear, Rose. I swear to God.
I can't believe
Rosebud.
men asked you for medical advice ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
No, I went to an ENT, ear, nose, and throat doctor, and I was like, look, you know, like he was like, your tonsils are huge, and I was like, I can't go down on women, like I can't. He was like, because your tonsils are so big that it just collects bacteria, because most people would say, oh, well, maybe the girl you're going down on has an STD, and I'm like, yeah, but it's every girl and guy. And so I'm just like, I can't, it's a constant sore throat, so I just completely stopped doing it. And I'm very open with women, you know, when I was dating, be like, look, I'm not going to go down on you. And it just, you know, for the most part, it's okay.
What a racket.
For the most part, that's
the most
a
part, it's
real.
okay.
That's a real asterisk after that sentence.
For the most part, it's okay.
Do they just go, okay, well, this isn't going to last?
Yeah,
And
I
do
would
they-
say,
Yeah, they're
And
like,
do they
whatever, he
say
paid for
to
the
you-
plane ticket.
Right.
More importantly, do they say?
Absolutely.
Do they say, okay, well then I'm not blowing you?
No, usually that's the thing.
Girls are
Usually,
silly like that, though.
yeah, it would. Usually, I still get a blow. It depends, actually.
And a lot of women
Depends on if your
think that
herpes
their
is flaring up.
blowjob will bring out your ability to do oral. They're like,
But it
I'm so
doesn't.
good at this.
Yeah.
It absolutely doesn't.
Trust me, nothing's pulling that tongue out.
I will say, I have a full inability to. If I get a blowjob, you're getting eaten out. I have such a like a. I don't.
Irish
Nobody.
guilt.
I don't like it. Oh, and anybody, nothing. All right. When we walk out of this bedroom, when we walk out of this bedroom, there is no tabs. All right.
I love that it's not from a giving spirit whatsoever.
That's
It's just like, you don't have this on you.
Yeah.
So just to preserve my sexual reputation, I've gone down on 100% of the women I've had sex with.
No one's gonna Olivia Munn me and say this didn't happen.
Who do you think
I'm
it
not
was?
doing a good
Was
job.
it a athlete? Who was
I
the
mean,
boyfriend?
everybody's
was Aaron
really
Rodgers,
thinking it was
for
Aaron
sure.
Rodgers.
I
It
I
was
mean,
like
Danica
every sign
Patrick
pointed to
pegged Aaron Rodgers.
The
right?
weird
That
part
is-
though
yeah.
was she was like,
Is that
oh yeah,
okay?
we
I don't
had
know,
sex the
clean.
lights off. It's like, what's the problem with that?
Well, she-
like, why would you ever have the lights on? Like, that sounds terrible.
If you were Aaron Rodgers, we have sex with the lights off because of how we look.
Yeah, I know, but
If
I
was Aaron
still,
Rodgers, I'd be like, blast the fucking spotlights.
I thought that was the most relatable he's ever been.
She said
Like,
it was,
tell me he puts his shirt on too, and I'm like all in.
she said it was lights off, spoon position. I was like, listen, I do all these things.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
If that makes
valid.
What's
me
the
gay,
issue?
bad
That's
lover,
like
Just
comfortable,
spoon
don't
position
have to
alone.
work
Wait,
too
did she have
hard,
a
lights
problem
off.
with that?
Yeah.
Well, she was speculating that whoever this person was might have been gay, and that part of it was that he would only have sex with her like from behind, lights off, so like there was no.
Yeah, so then I'm
no,
gay.
No
Then I'm
reach
gay.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd start
Have
asking
you
questions.
encountered that?
No, but I would start asking questions if
Yeah.
that was like every single time. It's like
and he wouldn't go
lights
down
off.
on her.
Yeah.
And he said like, well, I don't have that much experience doing that.
Sore throat.
Whoa,
It's like
Dude,
so
George, just
fucking
be open
fresh.
about it. Yeah.
You open up your sore
Yeah, this is
Go
a.
ahead, do
Bro,
batting practice on me all
This
day.
is a lot more of an on-the-job training sort of
right.
situation.
Let's do a little trial by fire here.
Yeah, yeah.
Could you imagine? I mean, if a girl ever said that, I'd be like, well, you can mess up on me all you want. You
Yeah.
can give me the go take your hacks. Don't take batting practice with me all day long.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up on that note. Thank you so much to Rosebud Baker, Chris Distefano, Mike Cannon, Mike Feeney, and of course, Big Cat. Thank you for all your help over the years. Everybody go download the ATI app. I mean, we only did like 3 questions because that's what this app does. You start telling stories and sucking toes and whatever else.
Was that bad? Did you have to edit some stuff out that I said?
It's live, Chris.
Oh, it's live?
It's too late. This
Listen.
is fine. Everything else I don't know. Download the Answer to the Internet. Go
Just
follow
wanna
all these
say-
The
guys.
only option now is to double down. The only option is to double down.
Say. Yeah, sorry.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, sorry.
Patreon.com. Find me. Yeah, no. I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris. I'm voting for Kamala Harris. I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris.
He just said if you pretend to be liberal, it's fine. And then ends with I'm voting for Kamala.
Harris. Kamala la la la.
Tim Dillon tweeted something about that where he was like, Kamala Harris is gonna arrest